It's Teacher Candy, and I wanted to talk a little bit about um, working, teaching ESL English to Chinese kids over the internet. There's like 101 different companies. I'm with VIP Kid. I think it's the best, but it's all depends on your personality and what you're looking for. But I wanted to talk because I saw on a chat board or Facebook page it was about the holidays, and there's Christmas coming up and New Year's, and this girl, she really sounded a little bit self-righteous. She was like, "VIP kids, you can't pay me enough money to give away that time with my kids, blah, 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 blah." And I get it if you have little kids. One of the reasons people choose to do this job is because it's an at-home job. You don't have to get up. You don't have to send your kids to a sitter. You don't, they're asleep. I mean, you can end your classes at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning if you want. And so, especially if you got little ones, they're sleeping through it, hopefully. And so it's just a good situation for a lot of stay-at-home mommies. And I get that. And I get that, yeah, you want to be with your kids. But it was just a really disrespectful way she was writing it. She was very self-righteous. And the fact is, we don't have kids, so it's no problem. I don't have to get up, and stay up all night wrapping presents and putting, arranging things under the Christmas tree and stuff. And we can get up in the morning, and I can teach for a couple hours. Like I said, by 9 o'clock, you're pretty much done. And then go on with our day and have a wonderful Christmas day, make a nice Christmas dinner, all that kind of stuff. It can still happen. So for me, it's no problem. But, there are millions of people who have jobs that have to work on Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving, and thank God they do. We have policemen, nurses, doctors, all the hospital staff. And there's all different kinds of jobs that people have that call them to work on the holidays. And like I said, thank God they do. Because if they did, military, look at the military, and so to imply that, those people don't care as much to spend the holidays with their kids or something like that. I think it's just a little bit disrespectful. But this is the thing about China. China doesn't recognize or have most of the holidays we have. The two holidays that you're going to get off, and you're going to have a lot of time off, or it's going to be very slow in classes, is in February when they have Chinese New Year, which they call Spring Festival, and in August when they do their summer session and school is out. And that is when most Chinese kids take a vacation, because Chinese kids are not going to take a vacation usually like in September, October, November, December when they're in school. And the Spring Festival, it depends. It will probably slow down. It can be 4 to 5 weeks almost that your business can slow down. And in August, it's kind of the same thing, because depending on a lot of Chinese take long vacations. So it's nice and it's great for your kids, and your kids need it. So just keep that in mind when you're being like on your high horse. You don't want to work at Christmas, because in 2 more months or a month and a half, your classes are going to slow down. And then, don't complain, because those Chinese parents want to spend time with their kids, and, they are going to not sign up for classes at that time. So that's something to consider. Also, if you're very new in the company and you have a company where parents pick the teachers, and where parents are signing up with teachers, and there's not a lot of, the first company I ever worked for, they have what they called Chinese teachers. And the Chinese teachers were instrumental in putting kids in the class and stuff like that. And so with that situation, you were assigned classes, and once the kids signed up with you, they're there every, whether if they're once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, they're there with you every week, and you don't, and you had a little bit less control of your calendar and your schedule. And so with that said, that is not, it's just one of those things. But with many of the companies, VIP Kids, you have parents just look at the schedules and they just sign up every couple of weeks. They sign up their kids. They can do what's called priority scheduling, where they're scheduling you out if they like you more in advance. But basically, they they call it the booking frenzy, and the parents come and sign you up. So if you're a new teacher, especially in one of those companies, being willing to work Thanksgiving or New Year's or Christmas Day, Easter Day, July 4th if you're an American. I don't know what the Canadian holidays are. It will be an advantage for you because you can sign up for those days and you will get bookings and you will have new students that then, if they like you, they'll keep signing up with you. And maybe that person that, didn't want to lose their kids might actually lose that student or two. But that's okay too, because the more the merrier, and they'll get more kids, too, because they build up their student ratio, so they don't have to worry so much. But so that's a good example of how you, as a new teacher, can get new kids. But and just like I said, when you think, oh man, they want work July 4th, I wanted to go to the beach, open up early morning slots and then go to the beach a little bit later, or open up some slots from the night before, especially if it's like on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or take with VIP Kid, it's very, very mobile. You can work actually from an iPad, as long as the iPad can stand up and be, you're not holding it and everything. You can work from your iPad as long as you have good internet. So if you want to go away for a holiday, book a hotel with really good internet. Ask them for a speed test before you go, and pack a toy or two, some letters on a card or something, and you can go and teach. And like I said, you can be done by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning if you want, and that way you can still enjoy your holiday. So that would be my advice. And like I said, happy holidays to everybody. God bless. Have a blessed life. Teacher Candy.